So what is today's date? 21 1 2021. What is today's date? 21 1 2021. 21 here denotes today's date. 1 here denotes first month of the year, that is January. So this is January month. We are in January month. 2021 is this year. So today's date is 21 1 2021. What day is today? Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. THURSDAY. Kindly put it in the chat box. Thank you for listening. Yes. So today's date is 21 1 2021 and today is Thursday. So hope you all remember lesson number 10, I am healthy, right? There were two boys. One is Varun and one is Tarun. Varun is always a very good boy. Yes, he used to wake up on time and he will eat healthy.
I know this story, ma'am.
Yes, I'm just giving a recap. Okay, Shayan? You should not unmute and tell, okay? Yes. So Varun is a very good boy and he used to wake up on time and he will have his breakfast and that too healthy breakfast. So he will follow his food schedule and whatever it is. It's very proper schedule he used to follow. So here we have workbook exercise. So let's do that. So before that, who is Tarun? Tarun is his brother and he will not wake up on time. He will not eat healthy food. He will skip his breakfast. And finally, what happened to him? He got stomach upset. Yes, so his father was worried. And what happened? So he gave one task for him, right? For the next 2 days, he can eat anything and he can do anything at any time he wants. So he followed that schedule what he used to do. And finally, what happened? He got stomach upset. So then he realized and then he started to follow Varun's schedule, right? So now both of them are very happy and the parents were very much proud of their children. So we have two workbook exercises from this lesson. So let's complete that and then let's move on to a new topic for today. Just one moment. Yes. So match the following. Page number 50. It is in page number 50 workbook exercise. So here we have Varun and Tarun. Just one minute. Varun and Tarun. Varun and Tarun. And here we have few words. That is foods. So let's read that foods first. And then let us march to the person who likes it and who eats it. Okay. First one. Dal, cereal, fruits, pizza, chips. So the first one, dal. Dal is a nutritious food, right? So who likes to eat that? Varun. Varun likes to eat dal, right? Cereals. Cereals also? Who likes to eat it? Varun. Fruits. Fruit is also healthy food. Sangeeta ma'am, kindly mute your audio. Just one moment. So, Varun is very good boy. He used to eat dal, cereals and fruits. So we matched with Varun. Right. The next one. We have other two foods. That is pizza and chips. So who likes to eat it? Who likes to eat that junk foods? Tarun, right? So Tarun likes to eat pizza and chips. Okay. So we finished this. Match the following. Page number 50 workbook exercise. Let's move on to next one. It is the fill in the blanks, page number 50. So here we have few sentences and that sentences is not complete sentence. So what we are going to do is we are going to put the correct words which is suitable for that blank and we are going to fill it. Yes, are you ready? Let's read the sentence. Varun is a dash and dash boy. Varun is a good boy, right? Varun is a Kavi Charan. Kindly do not unmute Kanna. Please mute your audio. Kavi Charan. Yes, very good. Thank you. So Varun is a very good boy, right? So Varun is a smart and bright boy. Varun is a smart and bright boy. Yeah. Tarun is a dash and dash boy. How is Tarun? Tarun is a slow and lazy boy. Yes, he will not wake up in the morning. Yes, on time he will skip his breakfast. So, how far is Tarun? Tarun is a slow and lazy boy, right? Okay, let's move on to the next sentence. C. Mother and father are dash about Tarun. So, what was the emotion? What was the feeling of mother and father when they were seeing Tarun? Tarun was very slow and lazy. So, how did they feel? They were worried about Tarun, right? Worried. Mother and father are worried about Tarun because he is slow and lazy. Yes, he is not listening to parents' words. So they were very much worried about Tarun. Let's move on to next sentence. Just 1 minute. D. After eating.
Bad and lazy boy, ma'am.
Yes, Kanna, yes. Tarun is very slow and lazy boy. After eating too much of junk food, Tarun is dash and dash. So actually what happened, his father gave him one task, right? The next 2 days he can do anything at any time. He can eat anything at any time. He gave that task, right? So what happened? He was eating too much of junk food. So after which what happened to him? Tarun is sick and tired. He got stomach upset, right? Because of that, he was very tired. Yes? So what is the answer for this? Tarun is sick and tired. The next one, last sentence. The parents are dash of both their children. So after which his stomach has become upset. After which what happened? So he realized about his schedule, that wrong schedule. Then he started to follow Varun's schedule, right? So what happened?
Ma'am.
Now he is very happy. Yes. Now he is very happy. He started to follow the proper food schedule. Yes, Kanna.
One
Yes,
more
Krishna.
repeat, ma'am.
One more.
Repeat.
Which one? Which one? One more. I have to repeat. The last one.
Three one the three. Four one the four.
Four. Yes. What happened to Tarun? You all know, right? What he was doing.
Junk
Since he thought,
food.
yeah. He had pizza, burger, everything. He didn't eat
Yes.
healthy food at all. So what happened to him? He got stomach upset, right? So Tarun is sick, and because of that, he became very tired. Yes. So, what is the answer for the Tarun is sick and tired. That is the answer for the D, fourth one. Yes, Krishiv? Yes, sir. So, What happened? They started to both of them started to follow that proper schedule, food schedule. So now what happened to Tarun? So Tarun is also eating healthy food, yes, healthy snacks, healthy dinner, everything. So now the parents are dash of both their children. So how about their feeling? How did they feel? They were very proud of their children, right? Yes, so the answer is the parents are proud of both their children. Okay, so this is how you have to complete this workbook exercise, which is in page number 50. Now going to a new topic, that is subject and predicate.
Ma'am, voice is breaking, ma'am. Ma'am, voice.
Yes. See, we are stepping into new topic means without disturbance, if you are listening only, you will get into that topic. Okay, you will be more clear in that topic. If you are keep on talking, how others will listen? It will be difficult for them also, right? Yes? Will you listen? I want only answers in the chat box. See, it's a new topic. It is not in the book or workbook. Just see the screen and listen. That's it. Yes, children? Good. Yes. So, so before getting into this topic, I have a few questions. If your mummy gives only idli for your breakfast without any side dish, can you eat that? Will you be able to eat that? Is it a complete meal for you? No, Darini, very good. No, if you are eating only idli, it's not a complete meal. Yes, Krishi, very good. Okay. So when it becomes a complete meal, when it will become a complete meal? If you eat with chutney or sambar only, it will become a complete meal. Likewise, when we take a sentence, it has different parts. In your breakfast itself, it is different parts. Idli is a different part, side dish is a different part. If you eat both together only, it will be complete. Likewise, if you take a sentence also, we have different parts in the sentence. That's what we are going to see today. The topic is subject and predicate, parts of a sentence. Yes, children. Okay. So what is subject, what is predicate? Let's see deep into it. Log out and re-log in again, Karshiv. Okay? Yes. So what is a noun? Everything around us has a name. Name, place, animal and things are nouns. Yes, you all know that. What is a pronoun? Just to avoid repetition of nouns, we use pronouns. I, you, we, she, he, it, they, them. So you all know what is a noun and what is a pronoun. So a subject is a naming part. A subject is a naming part in a sentence. So what does it contain? It contains a noun or pronoun. We will see many and more examples so that you will be more clear. Okay? Subject. Subject na என்ன? ஒரு விஷயத்தை ஒரு பேர் இருக்கும். Okay? Whether it will be a noun or pronoun. that is the subject. Main thing, அதுதான் ஒரு main thing. So noun or pronoun, that is the subject. Naming part. ஒரு sentence வந்து must be mostly starting with a noun or pronoun, right? So that is the subject. Yes. So what is predicate? Predicate is the telling part. Predicate is the telling part. So something is told about this noun or pronoun. Yes, something is told about this pronoun. Noun or pronoun பத்தியும் ஏதோ சொல்ல வராங்க. So that the rest of the sentence is predicate. That's all. Naming part. What is subject? Naming part. Noun or pronoun only, it is subject in a sentence. Predicate means telling part. Something is told about this noun or pronoun. So the rest of the sentence is called predicate. That's all. Pretty easy understanding. So what is it naming part? It tells who or what the sentence is about. Yes? So what is that? Who or what? So noun or pronoun. So that subject is, what is the subject? Noun or pronoun. That is the subject. That is the naming part. You all know what is noun and pronoun. Just now I explained again. Yes? So that is the complete subject. So now let's see the examples, few examples from the sentence so that you will be more clear which is the subject. The first one. You and I are learning about sentences. So here, you and I. You and I is a noun or pronoun. Both that words are noun or pronoun. Pronoun is. So already we told noun or pronoun. That naming part is the subject. So which is the subject here? You and I. Subject. Okay. Yes. Let's see the second example. Luke played soccer. Luke is the first part of the sentence and it is the naming part. Yes, it has a name. Luke is a name. So Luke played soccer. Luke is the subject here, which contains noun. Noun. Luke is a noun. Let's move on to the next example. The apple is red. So which is a noun here? I'm not getting answers in the chat box. Just a moment, I'll see. Yes, which is a noun here? The apple is red. The apple is noun, right? So that is the naming part. So that is the subject here. The apple, subject. Okay? Yes, let's move on to next one. What is predicate? Now we saw about subject. Yes, in a sentence, the naming part is the subject. So what is predicate? Telling part is predicate. So something is told about this noun or pronoun. Yes, that is called predicate. So after the noun or pronoun, the rest of the sentence, we will say it as predicate for your simple understanding. Okay? Predicate. Predicate is the telling part. So what is that telling part? It tells what someone or something is or does. So it is saying about someone or something. So what is it? It must be some action, right? Yes, if you are saying about something or someone, for sure it must be an action, right? For example, he is sleeping. He is writing. He is running. They are playing. Yes. So what is that after that pronoun and pronoun or noun? What is it? It's coming. For sure, it is an action. So what is how we will call that action words? What is that? I'm not getting answers. Am I understood?
Verbs.
Verbs. Very good. Yes. So predicate contains verbs. Yes. All the words after the verbs is predicate. Yes. Now let's move on to next one. Yes. So let's see few examples for predicate. Mr. Bhatt lost his hat. Mr. Bhatt is a noun. Yes. So tell that it is subject. Noun or pronoun is a subject in a sentence. After that, what is told about Mr. Bhatt? He lost his hat. Mr. Bhatt lost his hat. Lost is a action word. Yes. Talchitam. He lost his hat. So from the ma'am, what happened? Just one moment, children. Go out. So, something is told about Mr. Bhatt, right? So, some action happened. What is that action? From the action word, from the verb. It is predicate. Let's see the second example. The ball rolled down the hill. So, here the ball is a subject because it's a noun. The next word is rolled. Rolled is a verb. So from that word, the other part of the sentence, rolled down the hill, is predicate. Now let's move on to next example. A bee buzzed around me. Here, a bee is a thing. It is an insect. So it comes under a noun, right? So the next word, buzzed, is an action word. What does the bee do? Buzz. How does it buzz? Buzzed is an action word. So from that word, the other part of the sentence, till the end, it is predicate. Okay? Yes. So let's move on to next slide. So now you know what is subject, what is predicate. Nothing. Noun or pronoun. Till that it is a subject. Rest of the sentence. From the verb till the end. It is predicate. Okay? Yes. Sometimes you can't do anything alone. Okay. If I ask you to clap your hands with only one hand, is it possible? Is it possible to clap with only one hand? No. Yes? You want another hand's help also. Right? With one hand alone, you can't clap your hands. You need the next hand's help also. Then only it will make sound. Yes? Yes. Now let's see. Ma'am, next slide. Now we are going to see helping verbs. What is helping verbs? Already we know verb. What is a verb? Action word. All the action words, all the words which say some actions is called verb. What is that helping verb? Ma'am, next slide. Yes, now it's over to Kiran ma'am. She is going to continue.
Yes, children. So, can I get the answers in the chat box? Are you all clear with subject and predicate, my dear children? Subject na என்ன predicate na என்ன அப்படின்னு இப்போ ஒரு ஐடியா இருக்கா? எல்லாருக்கும் ஓரளவுக்கு கிளியரா இருக்கா? Yes, can I get the answers in the chat box? Come on. Yes, ma'am. So subject is nothing but the naming part. Naming part nale we call it as nouns, isn't it? So subject is the naming part. So all the nouns and pronouns will come under the subject. If we take a sentence, the noun and the pronoun naming part will come under the subject. Okay. Okay. So what is a predicate? Predicate will start from the verb. Verbல இருந்து மீதி உள்ள எல்லா சென்டென்ஸுமே நம்ம predicate அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். சரியா? Okay. So now let's move to the helping verbs. As ma'am said, ஒரு கையால clap பண்ண சொன்னா பண்ண முடியுமா நம்மளால? முடியாது இல்லையா? So we cannot clap with our one hand, right? We need another hand to make a sound for clapping, right? We need another hand's help, right? The same way. If we want to have a complete meaning of the sentence, verbs need some help. Okay? இந்த verbுக்கு வந்து ஒரு help வேணும். Okay, and so அந்த words பேர் தான் we call it as helping verbs. Okay va? So let's see the definition of helping verbs. So helping verbs help a main verb. Main verb na என்னது? All the action words we are using. All the action words that we call it as a main verb. Okay va? So அந்த main help பண்ற word தான் helping verb. Okay? It expresses an action or a state. It expresses an action or a state. Main verb ஓட ஒரு action வந்து represent பண்றது தான் helping verb. Okay, let's see that with example. The class is singing. The class is singing. So let's take this sentence. The class is singing. Okay, so I'm just what I'm doing now is I'm going to remove this ISS and I'm going to repeat the sentence. The class singing. Do we have a meaningful sentence? The class singing. I dancing. I driving. Does it make any sense? No, isn't it? So to make it a meaningful sentence, we are adding a word here, ISS. So it is helping the main verb singing to make a complete sentence, to make a meaningful sentence. So here then ISEs will become a helping verb. Okay, so ISEs will become a helping verb. So helping verbs are verbs that come before the main verb in a sentence. So எப்படி கண்டுபிடிப்போம் நம்ம helping verb? Helping verb that come before the main verb in a sentence. Before the main verb in a sentence. So always remember this. Helping verb எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கணும் நம்ம? It will always come before the main verb. Main verb க்கு முன்னாடி தான் இருக்கும் helping verb. Okay வா? So let's see what are the words we have in helping verb. Okay, so we have 23 helping verbs. How many helping verbs? We have 23 helping verbs. Okay, so let's sing that as a rhyme. Okay, children, for your better remembrance, let's sing that as a rhyme. Helping verbs, there are 23. Helping verbs, there are 23. How many helping verbs are there, children? There are 23 helping verbs. Am is are, was and were, being, been and being. Am is are, was and were, being, been and being. Have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, should, will and do it. have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, should, will, and would. There are 5 more helping verbs. There are 5 more helping verbs. May, might, must, can, could. There are 5 more helping verbs. May, might, must, can, could. Okay, so this is for the remembrance. We will share this PPT to you. You can also practice this, and you can also remember all the helping verbs. Okay, children. So helping verbs are nothing but which comes before the main verb in a sentence. So what are the words we have in helping verbs? Am, is, are, was, were, being, been, be, have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must, can, could. So in the words எல்லாமே helping verbs. Okay children, so did you all understood what is a helping verb? Did you all understood? Yes or no? What ma?
Yes, understood, ma'am.
Understood? Okay, so fine. That's good to hear. Okay, so let's see that with some examples. Okay, let's see some helping verbs with examples. So let's take the sentence, I am driving. I am driving. So can you tell me which is the subject here? Which is the subject part in the sentence? Which is the subject part, children? I am driving.
I.
Very good. So I is the subject. எதுக்கு I வந்து நம்ம subject ன்னு சொல்றோம்? Why I is a subject here? Why? Give me the reason why I is a subject here.
Pronoun.
Very good, very good. It is a pronoun, it is a naming part. That is why we are taking I as a subject. Okay. So now let's move to the rest of the sentence. I'm driving. I'm driving. So in this sentence, driving is the main verb. Driving is a main verb. Okay, so in the sentence, driving is a main verb. Driving is a what verb? Yes, it is a verb. Let's take it as a main verb. Driving in the word another main verb. And what about this am? What do we call this am? So am is the helping verb. Let's write HV for helping verb, MV for main verb. Okay, am is the helping verb, driving is the main verb. So am driving. Am driving is a predicate part of the sentence. Am driving is a predicate. So if we take a sentence, either the sentence may have after the subject, the sentence will start from the helping verb, or it may not start with the helping verb. Helping verb இருக்கலாம் இல்லாமலும் இருக்கலாம். ஓகேவா? So helping verb இருந்ததுன்னா அந்த helping verbல இருந்தே மீதி உள்ள சென்டென்ஸ் எல்லாமே நம்ம predicate ன்னு சொல்லணும். ஓகேவா? மெயின் வேர்ப்ல இருந்து சொல்லக்கூடாது. ஹெல்பிங் வேர்ப்ல இருந்தே சேர்த்து the rest of the sentence ஃபுல்லாவே நம்ம predicate அப்படின்னு தான் சொல்லணும். ஓகேவா? So let's move to our next example. The seagull is flying. The seagull is flying. So in this sentence, now you tell me which is the subject part. Give me the answers in the chat box. Which is the subject part? Come on, quick. I'm asking in the sentence, the seagull is flying. Very good, very good. Seagull. Why seagull is flying? Why it is a subject? Why it is a subject? Yes, very good, Sai Lakshmi. It is a noun. Seagull is a name of a bird. It is a noun.
Flying.
It is a name of a... Okay, so now you tell me the predicate part of the sentence. Seagull is subject. What about predicate? What about predicate? Flying மட்டும்தான் predicate. Flying மட்டும்தான் predicate ஆ? Very good. Is flying predicate. Is ல இருந்தே we have to take. This flying is predicate. So in the sentence, flying is the main verb and is the helping verb. Flying is the main verb and is the helping verb. So is flying lende it is predicate. The seagull is the subject part, is flying is predicate part. Let's move to our next example. They are laughing. They are laughing. So now tell me which is the subject part in the sentence. Subject part either. They are laughing. Which is a very good. Very good. They is the subject part.
They. I'm laughing is. Laughing is action, ma'am.
Okay, can you all please mute yourself and come in chat box, give your answers in the chat box. Yes? So they is the subject part. Only laughing is the predicate part. Now you tell me which is the predicate part here. They are laughing. Are laughing is a predicate part. Very good. So we have to take the sentence from the helping verb. Okay, are laughing is the predicate part. So which is the main verb here? Main verb in the sentence la. They are laughing. Which is the main verb? Laughing. Very good. Laughing is the main verb and which is the helping verb here? ARER. Very good. Very good, ma. Very good. R is the helping verb. Very good. So now let's move to our next sentence. He will kick the ball. He will kick the ball. He will kick the ball. He inradhu noun. Okay, he is a subject part. He is the subject part. And now tell me the predicate part of the sentence. Which is the predicate here? Find out the predicate part of the sentence. Will kick the ball. Will kick the ball. Will kick the ball. Will the எப்படிமா predicate ஆகும்? The article தானே? மேம் என்ன question கேக்குறேன் அத முதல்ல கவனிங்க. Okay? First listen and understand the question.
He kicked the ball.
He will kick the ball. He ன்றது subject. So predicate என்ன? Predicate எங்க இருந்து ஆரம்பிக்கும்? Will kick the ball.
He kicked
Will the ball. So it is completely the predicate part.
He kicked the ball.
Yes. So E and F section, today so many times we have instructed you to be in mute. I don't know what happened to you guys today. Will kick the ball is the predicate part. So which is the main verb here? Which is the main verb? Kick is the main verb. Okay? Kick is the main verb. Will is the helping verb. Kick is the main verb and will is the helping verb in the sentence. Okay. Okay, fine. So now did you all understood what is a subject, what is a predicate and what is a helping verb? Did you all understood? Any doubts in this? Any doubts? Do not worry, we will repeat the same topic again and we will make it more clear. Okay, with so many examples we will make it very much clear in this topic. Okay, do not hesitate to ask your doubts. If you have any doubts, kindly ask us in online class or you can call the teacher, maybe myself, Kiran my ma'am, Savitri ma'am, Jayalakshmi ma'am or Sangeeta ma'am. You can call any one of us and you can clear your doubts. Okay, this is very important topic, children. Parts of a sentence, and this is a very basic parts of the sentence we are learning in first standard. Okay, if you when you go to higher classes, you will learn more about the parts of the sentence. இன்னும் நிறைய இருக்கு இதுல கத்துக்கிறதுக்கு. Okay, so be very clear in this subject and predicate part. Okay, children. So keep practicing. Take simple sentences. Try to find out the subject and predicate part in those sentences. Okay. So now we have come to end of our session. Thank you so much. Do not repeat it again. Do not unmute and disturb the class. Thank you. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you, ma'am. Jai Kudan, ma'am.
Thank you.